So I'm out here with my Saab 1995 Saab Turbo 900se, and the head gasket's just starting to blow. I'll show you the exhaust. It's just in the early stage, it's not bad right now. Blowing out some white steam. You can feel the condensation. You can smell it. It smells like water, antifreeze. But again, it's not. If you can see, it's not in the heavy bad stage at the moment. So I bought this stuff called Blue Devil head gasket sealant. It's supposed to seal head gasket problems. I feel where mine's in the early stage. Hopefully it won't be a huge issue. So I'm hoping. I've seen videos on YouTube where this stuff actually works 100%. I feel even if it lasts 6 months, to me it's worth it. So according to the instructions or directions, you take the stuff, you pour it in here, which I did. I poured it slowly into the reservoir. Then it says let it run for 50 minutes, maintaining normal operating temperature, and then top off the radiator with antifreeze. Blue Devil can remain in the system. So again, I'm going to show you the steam in the back. That's where we are right now. And then in 50 minutes, or maybe even between then, we'll take a look and see how it is. You can see water dripping if you look right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make a spot here. You can actually see where it's dripping. That puddle right there, that's where it's actually dripping. Coming right off the tailpipe, you can see it dripping. We'll check it again shortly and we'll see what kind of progress we have, okay? And back. It's been 15 minutes and already I'm seeing some pretty significant results. Number one, I've got heat. During this whole ordeal that lasted about a week so far, like I said, I caught it in the early stage. But I didn't have any heat. I'd be driving home from work in the freezing cold. Cold air would only be coming out. Now, it's coming out hot. I mean, real hot. Temperature gauge right now, everything is normal, operating at normal temperature, no overheating. My turbo is still considered engaged. And also, just so you see, I've got 120,000 miles on my vehicle. So it's not a high. It's pretty good for a 95. It's not bad at all. 120,000 for a 95 SE convertible. As you can see, the car is worth it for me to put the money into it for a head gasket if I have to. The car's in beautiful shape. But back to it's not spitting out as much as anymore. That's not completely soaking wet. I mean, it's showing drips, but it's not dripping as much as it was before. As you can see, it's still blowing out, but it's not blowing out significantly as much as it was before. And that's only 15 minutes into this, so this is pretty good so far. So it seems like it's working. Let's just pray to God that it's continuing to work. Okay, we're half an hour into the process, and as you can see, the temperature gauge is still perfectly, not even at half. And as you can see I have not driven it. Mine's still saying 12060. Half an hour in, still steaming a little, but not as much as before. Smoke's starting to dissipate a lot better. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's been 50 minutes. According to the bottle, that's what it takes, is 50 minutes for this product to work. So first let's check the gauges. And the gauges show normal. Haven't driven anywhere, as you can see. Still blowing out heat. Heat's coming out fine. And the coolant, not like it was before. It used to blow out exhaust. Well, that's because I opened up a hot water. Never opened a radiator cap hot, otherwise you'll get an explosion like I just did Volcano. But before, it was hissing so bad. There was so much pressure built up in there because the exhaust was leaking into the coolant system. So it was just building so much pressure of exhaust that I couldn't even open it with one hand. I had to use two hands to open up the radiator cap. With one hand, it was so much pressure. Now I can just turn it with two fingers, and whoa, and it comes off. But there's no smell of exhaust anymore. It just smells like antifreeze. So far it seems to be working. It's Blue Devil head gasket repair sealant. Fan's coming on. So it shows rubber at normal temperature. Now the next step, if this does work, is to change the oil, do an oil change on it, because the water was getting into the oil system, so I'll definitely have to change the oil on it. So now I got to find my tools and do an oil change, but let's check the back again real quick. This one was, when we initially started, it was pretty much soaked. This cardboard, you can see, soaked with water pretty much right through. Soaked. And this one's been up here for half an hour. And you're gonna have some normal condensation in your engine anyways when burning. So having a little bit is not gonna hurt a thing. Why do you think exhaust systems rust out? Is from condensation. But look at this. So look at the difference. It's pretty damn good. I'm still going to let it run for another 10-15 minutes and see how it goes. That looks about, when I bought the car, where the steam was. I really wasn't burning a lot of water. There was more oil coming in. So we'll see what happens. We'll check back in with you. Okay, so here's day 6, and I'm done.
Shots are just $24.99, covered by many insurance plans, and free for those under Medicare Part B. So don't wait. It's time to get your
642 miles, and you'll see from the previous videos that there was still white smoke coming out of the exhaust. After I put it into the Blue Devil, 6 days, 600 and some odd miles, and here's what we get. No water. It's dry. and no smoke. Thank you, Blue Devil.